Okay, I'm live again. Good evening, everyone. Happy Saturday. I hope you guys had a good start of your weekend. Listen to this non-copyrighted great jazz music, which hasn't given me a copyright claim, so that's good. In a few minutes, I'm going to summarize the next 7 days before I start looking at some models and discussing it. Okay. Let me get my Chromecast set up. Sweet. My tablet's all set up, playing the music in the background and live streaming my Chromebook. Now I don't need my tablet for now. Unless I look at chat. Where am I gonna put this? I put this here last time I did a stream. It worked great. Why is that spaced out like that? Something should be over here, but it's not. I'm not sure exactly why it's off-centered there. Anyway, welcome to my live stream. I'm Meteorologist Randy. Welcome. Thank you for 500 subscribers that I recently suppressed. Now to the road to 1,000. First thing I'm going to look at is weather.cod.edu because I want to look at the current conditions before I do any forecasting discussion. And before I do that, I'm going to do a summary of it for people that want to go in and out of the stream or watch the beginning of the stream and want to know it right away. I'm going to say it right off the bat before I start talking about it. I'm going to use tropical tidbits because it's very, very easy to understand and use for a website for the general public to know what's going on. I use different other various websites during my live streams, but I mainly focus on these two right here. Since it's YouTube, my forecasting is for informational purposes only. Weather forecasting is considered public safety, but people know what's going on, how to prepare for it. Like I always say, consult official information, like weather.gov is probably a good place to go to because it's a government agency. I definitely go to the National Weather Service and read their discussion panels and look at their forecasts from time to time. I don't need any other website other than the National Weather Service and my weather data. I graduated in December of 2020 and my degree since February 1st of 2021. It's been about 11 years because I started April 2014 doing my high school blog. Technically, I've been doing forecasts for the public ever since 11 years ago. Like I said on my 500 subscriber stream, my channel is split into two things because that's just who I am, and that's how my channel originated as gaming. And now that I got older, my gaming part of me kind of faded away, and I'm more of a weather geek now. So, as always, if you're new, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss some crucial live streams like thunderstorms rolling through the Northeast. I definitely will be live with that if the timing is correct. But other than that, let's talk about it briefly in the Northeast. Tomorrow's Sunday, which starts the new week. We have this stubborn upper level low that's going to be rotating around for the next, I think the next 2 days before high pressure finally try to take control on Tuesday. So what to expect for tomorrow's Sunday is expect mostly sunny to more sun than clouds, with maybe a stray shower late in the afternoon, early evening, but I think it's only 20-30%. But tomorrow is going to be mainly dry, not like today with pop-up showers all over the place, which got you wet. Definitely, today was not a very good afternoon. As we get into Monday, that upper level low, or that low behind us, is still going to flirt with some maybe spot showers on Monday as well, but again, the next 2 days are going to be pretty dry for the most part. If you see dark clouds, maybe check your radar app of your favorite source and see if you don't get wet by occasional downpour or shower. I think the next 2 days are going to be temperatures should be running into the mid to upper 50s towards 60s both days. I think Monday's supposed to actually be in the 60s to maybe 70. I haven't really looked at that. But by the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday, I think high pressure is in control of our weather, trying to block another low pressure system coming in. So I think Tuesday and Wednesday should be warmer and dry, completely dry, before we get into our next storm system, which will be Thursday, lingering into I think Saturday and Sunday. We're going to have chances of showers and thunderstorms for pretty much from Thursday to Sunday, depending on how fast this low or frontal system comes in. So we're going to get into another unsettled pattern. But this time around, it's going to be warm and humid because I believe we're going to have southwest winds. So it's not going to be a stubborn cold low like we just had on Nor'easter, which is very unusual for May. And one of my followers on Facebook that I follow says it may be dictating maybe a global cooling event coming to the next 5 or 10 years. We have to see how that works out, but it's very unusual to have a cold outbreak and snow in the upper peaks in Vermont. I saw pictures of it, and 4.1 inches in Mount Washington. That was crazy. I saw pictures of that all over Facebook for Mount Washington Auto Road on Facebook too. So yeah, right, go up into Mount Washington for Memorial Day weekend. You have ice everywhere. Yes, so that's pretty much next 7 days basically. A mix of sun, clouds, both days, Sunday and Monday. Highs should be 55 to 60 degrees. I would take a look at the maps now. Tuesday and Wednesday should be under high pressure. It should be the 60s and 70s if I recall properly, but it should be dry then. And then by the time we get to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're going to have a slow-moving frontal system that's going to give us showers, downpours, and possibly thunder. So that's your 7 days in a snapshot. Now time to look at the maps. It's time to look at the maps now. And look, I made a channel banner that actually says Meteorologist Randy and welcome to my page. I just did that today because you know what? Sure, why not? Oh, that's my Facebook page. There it is. That's outdated. This thing should not be there. At least I did. Yes, I did update it. I can't believe that I snipped an image of that. That was in my way. So, without further ado, let's start. Let's go all the way through the content and throw the US right now. Let's move this satellite and radar. Let's take a look at what's going on across the country. That's the only way to do forecasting, is to see what's going on. A stubborn low right here will be with us for the next 2 days, Sunday and Monday. It's going to take a while for this to spin out and get pushed out. We do have a storm system here, but I don't think we have to worry about that. That's not as of any worry. Just making sure that, you know. So that's just, you see that there's maybe a little bit of ridging right here. As you can see, the winds are blowing around right there. It could be a little bit of ridge of high pressure here in this part of the country. There's a low pressure cutoff trough in the eastern part of the country. You can take a look at it by the 500 mil bar. So we have a little bit of a troughing area right here around Texas. Probably really hot in Texas. We have an upper level, almost cut off low in the mountain areas. I think Nevada and California over here. We have a low right here that's going to take forever to move out. So that's the current conditions across the country right there. Let's take a look at some weather model maps by tropicaltidbits.com. Let's take a look at the Euro. Let's actually back up and look at the whole United States for right now. So this is the pesky low pressure system that's going to take a couple of days to get out of here. It looks like we have a low pressure system right along Texas right now. Let's loop it. The daytime heating of the sun is gone, so the precipitation goes away. Maybe some upslope precipitation in the mountains overnight. There's another round. As you see, the green just popped up again as the sun is rising, as we have a cold atmosphere around that low. So maybe occasional pop-up showers. Looks like Western Mass is the target zone for tomorrow in the Berkshires. Then we get into Monday, we still have some smart chances in the northeast, as you can see. I'm just going to say 20-30% both Sunday and Monday. Finally, that high pressure, like I said in the beginning in the synoptic, high pressure is going to try to block this next low pressure system, as you can see right here. It's going to block it until Wednesday night, Thursday, as you can see. From the flow, high pressure circulates clockwise, and the low pressure system rotates counterclockwise. It brings in hot and humid weather right in the middle right here. So that's why I said chances of showers and thunderstorms will be Thursday through Saturday, even into Sunday. As you can see, this low right here gets spun up and gets stuck a little bit. So it looks like it's going to be a multi-day unsettled event here. As you can see, look at this cold upper level pool right here. As this, I think the upper level low is being cut off, as you can see right there. It looks like it's only in the mountains it gets wet on Sunday, so it looks like for most people in Massachusetts or the Northeast, it looks like it's going to be wet through Saturday. Maybe the mountain in northern New England gets wet on Sunday. Then by that time, who knows what's going to happen. I don't really like going out more than 7 days because it's just basically, it's going to change one way or another. And I was just forecasting on a blank screen. Oh, gee. I knew I was going to do that, but then again, there's still 0 views there. No one... I was thinking... Let's just say that was a shame of me doing that, but that's alright though. I knew I was going to do that eventually. So that's the current conditions right there. Good thing I checked that. Oh yeah, I can see it from right here. So we have a upper level low right here. We've got a ridge right here, a sort of a ridge, but not really. As you can see, there's a little bit of a ridging right here over Texas right there, but not really a big ridge. It's more like zonal flow. So you got low here, a little bit of a high here, and a low that's going to take forever to move out there. I can't believe I was streaming to a blank screen. God, I love doing that. But I'm just basically having fun doing my passion right now. Also, this is going to help me by discussing it to myself live on what would next week bring. So tomorrow when I do my blog post for the next 7 days, which I'm not going to do a blog today, I do it tomorrow. The day is already getting a little bit old, and I would like to, do it with a fresher mindset. Starting tomorrow. So let's zoom into the Northeast. So here's the texture showers and downpours that we had today. They're going to fade away during the night as daytime heating is lost. There's another round here, as you can see with all the green. That's probably because of how cold the atmosphere is. Yeah, look how cold it is. The sun rises and it's very warm. The sun is very warm this time of year. So when the sun rises and there's a cold atmosphere, it sparks showers because of the instability. The lapse rates must be really high. Yeah, look at that. See how the lapse rate, the temperatures drop really, really rapidly from 57 degrees all the way down to, like, let's say, like 35, 36 degrees. So that air gets cold, and as the sun rises, it evaporates all the moisture, like dew and stuff on the ground, and that can cause some spot showers tomorrow or downpours, but it looks like it's going to be mainly in Western Mass. We're going to do it again on Monday. As you can see, there's spots all over that. The resolution on the Euro model probably doesn't really, see the finer details. But the atmosphere is still cold. The sun is warm this time of year, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a spot shower. Let's say 30% and 30% Sunday and Monday. Then this high pressure system finally dries us out for Tuesday. Yeah, temperatures in the 70s Tuesday. Temperatures 60s to low 70s again, but we have those clouds coming from that low pressure system, so some places are going to get cooler because of that. Let's back up. A high for Sunday should be near 60. The highs for Monday should be in the low to mid 60s. 70 on Tuesday, probably because of the most sunshine, and the winds should be out of the southwest, I think. Wednesday should be in the 60s to low 70s before we get clouds coming in on Thursday with chances of showers and thunderstorms. It's going to be humid, temperatures ranging from like 65 to 70 degrees. It's going to be a muggy 60 to 70 degrees because of that southwest winds and chances of showers. So there's that frontal system trying to move in on Saturday as that cold pool, like that little cut-off low that should be averaged around 32 degrees. As you can see on Sunday, that cold air starts dropping down from the north. Yeah, northwest winds. There should be a cold pool of air again. Yep, that's for sure. That's below freezing. So by the time we kick off next week, we are going to be trapped again into the mid to upper 50s. Depending on what model run you look at. Okay, so that's pretty much the discussion for the whole entire week there. In about 21 minutes, I know I took a lapse of like 5 minutes to set up and stuff like that. So it only took me about 15 minutes to talk about that. Wow. Pardon me. So there's 60 degrees tomorrow. Mondays are going to be mid to up 60s. Wow. The Euro AI is saying 75 to 80. Wow. That's warm. Yeah, the AI model definitely had a different outlook. Okay, there's the temperatures for tomorrow, looking at the Canadian model. So pretty much low 60s for Sunday, mid to upper 60s on Monday, definitely in the 70s on Tuesday. Wednesday's definitely in the 70s as well. Cools down through the clouds and precipitation. A humid 60s on Thursday. Friday should be humid 60s and 70s. Saturday's the last hot and humid day. I think it cools. Ooh, no. There's a frontal system that does come down on Saturday, but it doesn't cool it down like the Euro. The Euro said it's supposed to be only like 55 to 60 on Sunday, so there's a little bit of uncertainty going into the weekend, that's for sure. See, it says it's supposed to be like 70 degrees Sunday, but the Euro said it was supposed to be only 55. Interesting. Let's take a look at the GFS to wrap up the stream. The two main global models. Yeah, even the GFS is a little bit cooler than what the Canadians saying it was supposed to be like 65 to 70 Monday. But I know Tuesday's supposed to be in the 70s. Oh yeah, see, you can see what a cloud deck and the warm front from that low pressure system will be. Definitely, it's the difference between the cloudy, wet weather and the sunnier and hotter weather, as you can see there. Definitely seems like it cools down sometime, possibly Saturday into Sunday. That's the thing that I gotta iron out. So we gotta at least have rain at least Thursday. This model says no, but I think there's still a chance. We have a chance of rain Thursday all the way through Saturday, even into Sunday. I know this is so far out, but it's still, we are in an unsettled pattern coming towards the end of the week. This is what I do every single day, basically, if I wanted to do the forecast. I look at the three basic models, the Euro, GFS, and the Canadian. I basically try to see if I can piece out any, like, any patterns or consistency between the models. Also, I look at the AI model. Sometimes I look at the ensembles if the models don't agree on anything. My job is very hard, but there's a lot of people that support me very well to keep on pushing. That's why I do so many live streams now, because you know what? I'm better than a damn app. And I can tell you right now that some of your apps on your phone are lying to you because they're not human. There's no human-based forecasting in some of the apps that you have. So why are you using them? I don't know. It's your choice, it's freedom. But I'm an actual meteorologist, so I'm no bogus weather app. So I'm gonna keep live streaming and having discussions like this every once in a while, so you guys can be prepared for the week ahead of. That's what I am. That's what I'm here for. That's why I have a YouTube channel. That's why I'm live for at least an hour every now and then, so people can pop in and ask their questions. Other than that, I'm here for you. I'm better than a weather app. You can toss your weather app into trash and save storage on your phone if you can just trust me to do it right. So if there's not any questions, I would like to wrap up my day. So, one last time to wrap up the stream. For your Sunday and Monday, I expect a mix of sun and clouds, pretty much a mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures should run into the low 60s for most of us in Massachusetts or in the Northeast. So Monday is going to be more towards 65 degrees instead of 60. So about a 5-degree jump. Tuesday is going to be definitely in the 70s. Definitely 70s is a very, very, very popular number for Tuesday. For Wednesday, I think it's going to be in the 60s and 70s as well. The humidity cranks up on Thursday, probably all the way until, I think, at least Saturday. I don't know exactly how that front is going to play out, but I think we're going to have some type of frontal system trying to move out of here by Saturday, so by Sunday it's gone. But that's a little bit uncertain now, and I will iron it out throughout the week. But I will bring the uncertainty Thursday, the unsettledness Thursday through at least Saturday or Sunday, until I change it as the models start getting more closer and start agreeing. So Memorial Day plans for tomorrow and Monday are not going to be washed out at all. It's going to be fairly dry. So there's no problems in that. There's no problems Monday. There's no problems Tuesday, since I said Memorial Day weekend. That's Sunday and Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday look dry. It's going to start getting unsettled Thursday all the way until Saturday or Sunday, but I update that, and that's the 7-day forecast. Thank you for watching. And as I start doing more live streaming, I will start ironing out the quirks and start becoming more organized and more, more scripted. So it will be flowing better. That's my plan going forward. So, thank you for watching. And I will catch you in another one. Follow me on my Facebook page, my Twitter page. Follow me on my blog site if you don't use social media. Or links are on my YouTube page, so you can look at them. And have a good Memorial Day weekend. Thank you for watching, and peace out. Have a good rest of your day.